Hello ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? My name is Henry and welcome back to the channel for another aircraft review. Today we are back in X-Plane 11. It feels great to be back, same with our little tugs, just pulling GPUs everywhere. As you can see today we are looking at another wonderful DA-40. Seems to be a theme of this channel at this point. But yeah, so here's the store page. Here's all the info that we're going to be showing off today. But there's one thing I really like about this aircraft that a lot of other DA-40s haven't really gotten right in regards to their modeling. So this one comes with two variants. So the first one is the default variant, which as you can see, it's the good old steam gauge cockpit. And of course, unlike Flight Sim 2020, we don't have FADEC, which means we still have our prop and mixture, which is great. Hey, more things to do, it's great. I actually don't mind playing around with my prop and mix. But the important thing is that this version comes with the G1000 version. Now, it doesn't look pretty, but for flight training purposes, it's great. So I am going to load in the new G1000 version. 3, 2, 1, load in! Alright, so here's the G1000 version, and as you can tell, there's different variants of livery. Beautiful Canadian livery, I love it. Can't remember if these are the same guys that did the Flight Sim version of the 40, but the inside looks like this. I know it's not special, and it's highly inaccurate, and it looks ugly, but here's the thing, it works. And that's the important thing. Like, I had the hardest time trying to find a 40 with the G1000 without the FADEC, because I was really excited to see the 40 in Flight Sim 2020, but unfortunately they had FADEC and there's no options to get rid of it, because like I want to be able to train and practice with both my prop and my mixture lovers, and they actually did a really decent job simulating the RPM and the manifold inches of mercury. Like they actually did a really nice job doing this. Again, my one pet peeve with this is that they still don't have an engine page for the G1000, which no one has, and I'm frustrated. But overall, the flying characteristics and everything else on this model is really, really well done. Sure, graphically it's not the best, but personally I don't really care about that. Like, as long as it can do my takeoff and landings and everything else, I'm okay with dumber graphics. Like, sure, this isn't how the alternate air looks, but you know what? It's a tab I can push easily, and it's there. I'd rather like this. I'd rather these dumbed down graphics with my actual stuff I'm using IRL instead of just a pretty plain like Flight Sim 2020 where it looks great, but I can't really use it for practice. So we're gonna put this guy through its paces. Let's look at the different liveries for this guy. So let's even just for the G1000, they should be the same. So like again, you have your default one, which you saw before. Got the cool Canada one. We got default random guy. You got Hotel Bravo. So again, Austrian airplane. This is cool. You got the American registration here. I think that's another American. Basically, it's just different liveries here. Got the American one. OH. I forget which country that is. That's not. It's European, I'm assuming. And I'm assuming this one is Swiss. Yes? Okay, please let me know in the comments below. So Austrian, Swiss, and American, and Canadian. Of course, I'm sticking with the Canadian one, so that's nice. And again, for the original one, it's pretty much the exact same. So the cool thing about this guy, though, is if we go outside for a second, besides a decent outside model, I think they did a really nice job. Reflections look nice. It does come with two plugins here, and of course it has the automatic updater. So every time you launch your airplane, it makes sure that it's up to date, which is great. Because as soon as you download this off the store, there's a problem. There's a few issues, obviously, like the main gear, the nose wheel. It had its bounciness set to like 1000%. So pretty much as soon as you spawned in, you automatically destroyed your prop because you'd spawn in, you'd bounce, and then the prop would break. But that has been since fixed through this wonderful auto update, change, log, everything else. It's great. The other nice thing is that it has a hangar operations plugin, which of course, let me go inside for a second. Let's just turn this off for a sec. Yeah, okay. Beautiful, beautiful plane. Let's just go back. You can tell it's been a while since I've been in X-plane. Sticky mouse. Basically, so here's our plane. Hangar ops. We can do other cool things. So again, we can put on shocks. We can lock our controls. We can have our tie downs. We can have our little tug. I'm sorry. I know it's simple, but I love these little cool things. All right. No, what's that? Oh, is this our like little control dude? Okay, hold on. Get rid of shocks. Can we like? Oh my gosh. Okay, I didn't know about this before, and this has made my day. So basically, you can just drive around. It's like an auto tug, but the auto tug is a real tug. So we can go to like Tim Hortons and stuff, or I'm not really a Starbucks guy, but hey, could be rolling around. This is great. I love it. Okay, so oh, okay, so we could do like our little pushback. I love this. Okay, so yeah, we can get rid of the tug. So yeah, you have like your little pilot doors open, passenger open, close. Like you have your doors. It's great. Okay. I know it's a simple little plugin, but overall it's cool. All right. It's things like Flight Sim is missing these days, and it's sad because they used to be known for this. Sure, it's a pay-away aircraft, everything else, but you know what? Like, just saying. Okay, let's start this guy back up again here. Okay, and again, like it's the little things. I love it how we have manifold pressure and our RPM, and it's accurate, it's cool. I don't know. So let's get flying. So yeah, so today as usual we're at Collingwood just for as an example. I'll put the flap down a wee bit here. That is the technical term for having your flap down. And of course the sound is done well, and like it's realistic in the sense that they've recorded it. They've asked DA-40 pilots about their experiences, things like that. And if we can get the sound effect to work here. Yeah, I love that. There's that little shaky sound, which always happens in the 40. It's like the hood and stuff shaking. So yeah, and of course like everything else works as well. So again, you have the fuel pump. I have that, yes, set to my HOTAS system, so I don't even have to do that. So hey, we're clear. Okay, let's go flying here. But overall, like, the plane itself, again, it looks really nice. It has all the animation working here. You can see how the control surfaces all move. They're working fine, a-okay. The prop is done, and they did a nice job doing the prop as well. Let's just line up and wait here. Takeoff runway lucky 13. Again, this is just a note about the Sims. Oh yeah, so the wheel is still a little bit bouncy, but it's not too bad. Again, unfortunately, flight sims don't really do the Canadian runways that well, in the sense that we don't really have center lines. We have like line strips, but let's look at another one of my videos to see what I mean. So let's do it. Full throttle, full everything else. Let's just have at her here. We'll wait for that airspeed to become live. We'll just do a quick circuit here. Again, I apologize. It's been a while for me in X-plane. So above 44, let's start pitching back here. Let's just start aim for I think it was around 70 knots here. Pitch 13. Go for 75, rock and roll. Look at that. Let's go up to 1,200 feet. After that, we'll get our flaps up, pumps, and then we can change our prop. So then we're rocking at around 2,400 instead of full prop here. So there you go. So 1,000 feet. We'll just wait 200 more here. And at around 100 feet there, get those flaps up, fuel pump off, and again, starting the turn. Let's see, what did I have a map at? Okay, there we go. So down to 2,400 as I start my little turn here. I love that. I can actually practice my IRL flying again. It's great. That reminds me, I really actually should redo that one RPM video at this point, now that I understand the systems a lot better and that I actually have a decent aircraft to work with now. Because the Flight Sim 1 was nice, but it was actually inaccurate. I'm pretty sure it just used the G1000 and settings from the original Flight Sim Cessna 172. But yeah, no, overall this one feels fine. It does still feel a little bit more powerful than it should be at some points, but overall, like... Actually, let me just get leveled out here. I can't remember, is there wing flex at all? Yeah, so it doesn't look like there's any wing flex for the model. Kinda sucks, but you know what? I'm more concerned about the aerodynamics and being able to use aircraft itself here. So yeah, let's get this fixed up now after playing around, seeing if there's a wind balance there. And again, like, I know obviously my review for this guy is a little bit biased here, in just the ability to not have the FADEC, have that prop and mixture practice here. But you know what? That's... Damage checks, pump on, everything else, good to go. I still think it's important. Alright, even, again, I know Altair isn't realistic looking, but you know what? As long as it can still push it, it's fine. Under 108 knots, let's get that takeoff flap in. And I really like that bubble too, and it's a lot more realistic in that sense. Let's get... It's been a while since I used this, that's for sure. So here we go. So, give our full prop again. Usually, I think it's around 14 inches that we would be doing it in real life for this descent rate. 13, 14 there. Got full prop again, coming in around here. Since you're a little bit slow, give it a little bit more. Let's go 16. And it sucks. I haven't been flying in real life for over a year now because of what's going on in the world, which sucks. But you know what? I'm just happy I found this this aircraft here. So let's see. We're good for our approach. We're looking pretty decent. 16 inches of mercury. Alright, that's more realistic here. Probably get us some landing flap in the final approach here. I believe the weight and balance is set for single pilot. So we can definitely aim for around 75 knots final approach here. Let's get with that full landing flap in here. Yeah, I think they did a really nice job with the updated sound for the model. It is really, it is nice. Hey, not that bad of a circuit for the first time in a few weeks since used X-Plane. I always use Collingwood because it's nice to have a frame of reference for different videos as well as different sims. And it's kind of funny because at this point it's kind of a meme for this channel how we're always Collingwood in a DA-40, so... Hey, can't complain, right? Lead off that extra speed. Not really much of a flare there, but there you go. So nice. So it handles fairly well on the ground as well. Again, it does still have that front tricycle wheel issue in the sense that it does have a little bit more bounciness than it should, but you know what? Like everything else, I'm completely fine with. Yeah. It's very nice. Again, everything else does work as well, so once we get off the runway here, let's give it a go. Let's just have a quick test out the other systems here. And again, the G1000 works. Like, again, it's just a standard issue X-Plane G1000 unit with the variables inputted for the... these guys are going pretty fast, eh? Gotta be getting there somewhere quickly with their GPUs. I do wonder how X-Plane has a more realistic Collingwood than Flight Sim 2020 does. Like, the building and everything else, like, it's more realistic, and I just find that funny. Sure, like, this little bit here, like, it's great. And of course, you do have your trim tab. Don't really like it in this model. Obviously, Flight Sim did a better version. Doesn't look like this. They just have the standard X-Plane trim tab overlaid here. Normally, this is just a wheel. But you know what? It works, so that's all good. And of course, all the lights work just as they normally would. You have your emergency horizon. You do have your floodlights, instruments. You have your standard backup instruments as well, compass. Normally, in real life, your Hobbs time, or in this case, your engine time, this would be here, in this little black space, but that's okay, whatever. Fuel selector is in the right place, cool. Correct. Yes, we do have our little buttons for shooting other planes down, just kidding, as our mic. But yeah, no, overall, everything else is cool. Again, not 100% accurate, but overall, I think the flight dynamics and things are a lot better than other DA-40 models I have done before. I do like it better than the Flight Sim one right now, just because it doesn't have the FADEC. The FADEC, again, everything is in one throttle, so all three of these are condensed down to one. But again, I just like this better for flight training purposes. I'm not that I'm endorsing it. Again, I'm not a flight instructor, but I do like it a lot better. But yeah, no, again, if you are a fan of the 40, whether it be the steam gauge one or this G1000 one, I definitely invest in it. It usually goes on sale. I forgot how much I bought this guy for, but overall, definitely worth the investment. I think they did a nice job with it. And yeah, if you guys have any aircraft you want me to review, or if you have any other thoughts about this guy, definitely let us know in the comments below. Like and subscribe, ring the bell so you get all those notams from us. And yeah, it's a nice little plane for a nice little flight. Oh my gosh, that guy almost broke his neck. Alright, anyways, have a great day everyone, stay safe, and as always, fly safe and happy landings.